Holy cow. Woo! There's like, well, I guess there's a couple gray clouds. Weird.
We needed it. We need to make a little better marker thing for the water so we can tell what level the.
Oh yeah. Oh man, there's like a mist coming in the whole time.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is me by myself today. This is what this wall looks like currently. Oh, there you go. So I got some boards there. So what this wall is going after I'm done with it is what you're gonna see today. So I whitewashed all these pine boards the other day. They're now dry, and I am going to put them on here today. So you get to see what the finish looks like. Finished looks like. Finished look, whatever. All right, just a few things before I get started. Yes, this is my version of full send. I know others of you might think that I don't full send, but this is my full send. So there. Okay, so what am I using today? I'm using this guy here, this guy here, and this guy here. So I've got all my stuff ready to go. And my board, my tools, my spare nails, my whiny dog. Yeah, that's what you are. Admit it, you're whiny. And yeah, so we're gonna hammer this out today, and I get to show you the results after. But I am very well prepared. I have my water, my sander just in case, and my level. So yeah, we are good to go. T minus, not sure how long it's gonna take, but you guys will get to see it when it's ready to go. Boom! All right, the foreman is gone for the day, so it's just me and the wall. Last piece. I can't do it video and do it, but that is it. So I had to use the table saw a little bit for the top part, but ladies, you can do this. It's all mind over matter. Just be careful, don't cut your fingers. No stuff, nothing here, but good job, good job. High fives to me. Yahoo! I did it, I did it, I did it all by myself. Woo! I'm done.
Okay guys, we got everything loaded up. This stuff is nice and secure, 4 straps. This guy, I don't know, we'll just take it easy and we'll, hopefully that holds. That's kind of a big wind sail, so, but hopefully she all holds and it'll be good. Are these 20-foot piles or 16-footers? I can't remember.
16, I think.
Look at that sucker. What if he was digging down and we hit oil? Black gold.
Black gold oil, that is. Anybody remember where that's from?
That's a serious pile.
Well, this is a serious sign, but nobody's seen it yet. Are you excited?
It'll be exciting once it's bolted and once we're lifting it up. You guys don't even know what we're talking about yet. You'll see.
So we're talking about the depth. They can cut it off a little bit.
Good. So do you do these pins? Yep, those 3 there, yeah.
What's that machine called?
Just a tiny little hole, but with ground anchor auger on it.
Tell them to go back a little bit.
Yeah.
You got your tape, dude? Let's just check your 25.6 that it didn't.
Yeah. All right. There we go. Sinking her in. Yeah, I think those are sick. Back a bit. Okay. There we go. So that is going to be a heck of a good anchor for this thing. Right. Oh yeah, that looks good. That looks awesome. So Mrs. Austin said we should have been one more foot this way, which I'm not going to disagree with her, but it's too late now. So we can always take a tiny bit more of the bank out here too and move the trail over a tiny bit too. So that's not a big deal. All right, we got the extended boom hooked up. We're gonna hook this sucker up and you guys are gonna see what we're dealing with here. Okay, here we go. The coolest Can-Am sign you've ever seen in your life. She is a monster, guys. So she's a little over 25 feet wide and it'll be about 16 feet up in the air. That is freaking cool. Bolted to these 6x6 tubing here. Freaking cool. Okay, I'll grab these posts.
We should have weighed this. Hey? We should have weighed this sign, all pieces. You got a scale on there? You know, like those luggage ones where you just put it on the pin? Jesse, this is what he has to deal with every day. This is what I talk about. I talk about the strangest things. Okay, I'm in the way. Wee, wee. Work smarter, not harder. What?
More in you?
Yeah, you're way out. Yeah, hang on.
I think I left up some more days here.
Yeah.
Shit, that one's actually pretty damn good. We're working on level ground.
Yeah, exactly.
Little piece. All right, she's hooked up. Right. I'm gonna let you know when you're feeling it. On this way. Right here. What's the next thing right here? And you're prop or just. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, Dean from DJax is doing all the little prep for the screw piles so that this can get mounted on there. So Jesse is going to lift this up.
Okay, this swivels. Yeah, perfect.
And yeah, so So little bit by little bit, we're getting it done.
Oh, that was way easier than I thought.
Whee!
So the rest of it, as long as our, what are they called? Piles.
Yes.
Couldn't think of the right term. As long as our piles are in the right place, we're gold. Oh, look how cool that looks.
Welcome to Osta Park.
Did you put it in wide angle?
No, here you.
Wide angle. Let's get all this. Boom.
It's get it all in.
Look at all. Oh, that's plenty tall.
Can you look at it? Can you just look at it?
Maybe we might have to be laying it down there for him to weld whatever we're gonna hook the sign on. I gotta go get that sign.
How you getting it?
I'll go grab it with the forklift or with the bobcat.
The forklift. He just wants all the tools, and that's crazy.
Oh no, I will have to back down. You won't have enough clearance.
Okay.
Not a big deal.
Are you trying for sales backing up? Beep, beep. Oh, pretty much people straps. Yes. We still have way down, so we don't know how to waste it. Maybe you can waste it. Approximately. Right, get it. After. Taking it from me. Sometimes they go into the obviously they do. Sometimes. You feel like walking the dog or grandma? This is what I do. So it is the end of September pretty much, and I'm pretty confident finding a sign. Hey, David! These are the little post covers. Sweet. Do you have anything wisdomish to say? No. What were we thinking?
That'd be awesome. It'd be perfect.
So those two screw piles are going to be able to manage this much weight?
I guess so.
That's what he thinks? They're pretty deep in the ground. Oh, it's okay. Can you imagine if that swung back and being struck? We wouldn't have it. David, your side's going to bang into that tree, no? Okay. Brute force. Looks super cool. Looks so cool in the middle of the trees like that. Hey? What day is it even? We're 28 maybe. So we're thinking of putting a little bit of a thing behind there, then painting the letters black, or painting black, and then putting behind there so that the proving grounds kind of stand out a little bit. But we're not sure yet. It's a little leeway. It's getting closer. Just gotta get the little bottom parts on after they're done leveling this out. Setting it up. I'm videoing, but I thought that's bad to see.
No, you can look at the camera.
Oh, okay.
That's not bad when you do that.
Alright.
Like this one, I guess it's gonna be kind of where it's gonna, like, you might have a bit of pull, but not much.
It's rustic, okay?
What's that?
It's rustic.
Yeah, that's right.
Everything in our house is rustic.
Well, yeah. So now, if you just go ahead just a bit, Jesse, until we get that level.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
More yet?
But
Touch more.
see, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap this side so we can pull one.
Okay, whoa.
Yeah, you push it that way a bit. I'll just tap this.
Okay.
You're happy with it here?
Yeah.
Okay, now we can.
So that's the part you didn't feel comfortable doing?
It's got to go that way.
Dang good. You come ahead a tiny bit, but
Then I'll pop this a little bit.
oh,
Not bad, eh?
yeah, it's perfect.
Okay.
Absolutely perfect.
Like you.
Man, that went way better than I thought.
So
I
what?
thought we were gonna be fighting with.
They weld that to that, and then what?
He'll do all the way around. He's just tacking it right now.
Yeah.
Once everything's due, he'll do it all the way around, and then literally we just slide those boxes on. We need some self tappers though.
What's this? Oh, for the tops.
For the tops and the sides, for them to go together.
Okay.
In my hands. Imagine their bathroom every night.
Holy,
From working
you
with
actually
metal.
did some work today.
Cool. So don't pay any attention to the other part of the video when we put what's it called, chipboard, particle board.
Particle OSB.
So our tiler came. He's going to tile the fireplace, and he said he can't put tile on OSB because it just sucks the moisture out, and there's a chance of the tiles falling
Popping off.
So he wanted fir plywood, so we had to pull out a trillion staples. We didn't show you any video of that. Pull this piece off, that piece off, the other piece off, and then these little side pieces. So we went and bought some fir plywood, and we're just putting everything back together. So that's going to be, it's actually going really good because you can use the other pieces to measure, to get the measurements. We'll get this all done, and then next week he's going to come and tile. And those are the tiles. Are they 24 by 24?
20, yeah, 24 by 24. So it's kind of a slatish gray. I wanted it to look more like a industrial, I guess. So because I like the metal and
yeah,
the gray.
Where did we just see one that was close, and we were like, it's gonna look like that?
In that Airbnb.
Oh, so, yeah, we're at Airbnb, and that one had the spacer, so there was grout lines. Mrs. also wants these.
Well,
buttoned
this
up tight.
one,
It'll be a slight line, right?
It'll be a slight line, yeah, because
Yeah.
he said if you don't have the line, they don't adhere to the wall as well, because
helps
with
better
this one,
to lock it in.
here's what he explained to me. This is a rounded tile,
Yeah.
and
Beveled edge.
yes, so if you have a tile that is squared off,
So
then it's
is he
different.
still going to use a spacer, or is he going to bottom up pretty tight?
There's still going to be a very small,
Oh, okay.
so
small
not like the
spacer.
ones in the shower, but
A
it'll
little bit
be,
thinner.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just getting this squared up so I can staple this on. We got one stud running up the middle, and then we got one cross beam here. I got marked here. So she looks pretty good.
And we didn't waste the wood. I pulled all the staples out, using that for a cat house, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
This cross beam is. Use that loud. That's really loud.
So you can see inside here. This fireplace is quite large. We
Let's
also-
put more staples, so if we have to pull this off.
We also got the hearth and the mantle
Yeah, I don't remember.
made
if
out
we
of concrete.
got any video of that. So basically this front wall to a certain height had to be all non-combustible. So that's why we used concrete board. I don't know why we just didn't finish it with concrete board, but whatever.
Concrete board is a mofo to work with.
We only had to be non-combustible to here, so we're way over what we're supposed to be. And then we had to have a non-combustible mantle and hearth. So yeah, we got these concrete. Does it look pretty cool on camera? It looks pretty cool in person.
But it's
Once the tile's
actually
on-
hollow inside. So it's made out of non-combustible material, but it's not completely solid, even though it looks like it. So it's kind of neat. And then he actually added some wood texture, which is super cool.
Oh yeah, you can see it on camera.
So yeah.
It'll look really cool when it's all done, and when it's like decorated up and. it'll
Ooh,
look
guess
super
what? He promised that it'd be ready for Christmas.
It's gonna be ready. So basically we gotta finish this, the tile, and then we have to do the fronts of the cabinets. We gotta make all the little doors.
So I've been picking away at this. The only thing is I couldn't do the back because there's a gas line and some water lines here. So the water lines are gonna go outside. So we have water on the deck, and then the gas line, I'm not sure what we're doing, but again, we kind of changed our mind after the fact, but I'm gonna use the barn wood to complement this room because I didn't get to use it on the walls. I used that pine, but it's whitewashed. That's a fabulous little job I did there, by the way.
This is us that did this entire room of the pine.
All by myself.
All by yourself.
How long
Although the walls is much easier than the roof, but it's still lots of work.
All
by
the
yourself.
little nibbits.
It looks great. The whitewash looks fantastic. So
It's good. My little accessories. So, a little update because this is the last time I'm hoping to see this today without any tile on it. So, I have somebody coming in to assist me in this project today. It was a little delayed, but better late than never. So yeah, I got the tiles up there just kind of sitting there precariously so that you get an idea of what it might look like. But those will come down and be put up properly today and finish this baby off. Super excited. I got my little stuff ready to go. So we're gonna get a good start on that hopefully today and maybe finish it. So I'm super excited. So yay. All right, so this guy is such a pain. But yeah, so you gotta do a lot of jiggering around to get the thing going, but we're working on it. Or he's working on it. And I'm just watching. Hey, you! This is the foreman today. Okay, just another update. Woo-hoo. I know, it seems lame, but it's so exciting. I'm so excited to have that done. I can't wait. So yeah, little bit by little bit today. I think we might actually run out of tile, which I'm really sad about. But we'll at least get the front done and the sides for sure. But yes, it's coming together quite nicely. Looks great. Happy with it. I'm happy with it. David's happy with it. And just the preparedness, right? So it eliminates a ton of frustration because now I don't have to go back and try and get the grout off the wood if I happen to get it on there. Or if I do, it's not going to be as difficult. Same thing with the fireplace. So it's all covered up and ready to go. And yeah, and then the other thing is I have all my things that I need here. So got the thing to spread the grout, got the sponge to wash the grout, got the stir stick, and I got my bucket with just a smidge of water in there, kind of like icing sugar. So you're gonna mix that a little bit, see how it goes, and then add. So otherwise you're making too much or you're too dry.
what we're working on this morning is we're working in the patio, guys. So we bought a little fridge. So we're deciding how we're gonna fit. We got to cut that bottom 2x4 out. I think we got to cut an inch or inch and a half up of that top 2x4. Just so we can get a fridge in there. We're gonna put a little bit of pine. We got to leave this back open for now because we have to run these water pipes out in the summer. So, but we can do this side. We can't do that side because that's where the pipes are gonna run. And then we're gonna work on facing this today. And we're gonna hopefully work on building the little doors on the little rail system, on the little barn door rail system. So, do you have to use grout for those little cracks there? Or that grouted silicone
I don't know. I'm sure.
to finish it?
Either, like he said, maybe put a piece of wood there or a piece of tile cutting.
Oh.
So, I do need to silicone. It's kind of like a grayish silicone to
Yeah.
match.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of closes in this little gap.
Yeah.
there. But that, yeah, like.
Oh yeah, I was just thinking about the crack, but yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Probably you have to put a little piece of tile there.
You didn't even know that.
Yeah, now I see it.
Oh, jeez.
So yeah, on both sides, those little spots. Yeah, definitely a piece of tile, I would say.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking, but he wasn't sure how it was going to work, so he kind of left it there.
Little piece of tile and some PL Premium, good. So Sure Innovations is here right now. They're going over a few things. They put our end on our Cat 5 or Cat 6 cable, so we're good to hook this TV up
And
after.
somebody's like,
That
hey,
plug
Bobby, don't
plug should be
forget
live. Oh, the dog.
24/7.
Yeah, he's like, hey, I want to be in the video. Just kidding. All right, so that's what we're working on. Okay, guys, here is what we're working with. So Mrs. Osta pulled all these old boards off of 2 old doors. I had a bunch of random blue paint and a bunch of random red paint. So we kind of sanded them. Man, on camera it looks still really dark. Kind of sanded them to kind of, so it's not so red. And then we're just trimming it all down with the table saw. And then I'll show you what we're doing inside here. That little Alpha's making a racket.
I was gonna say something.
Solar powered. Okay, so here's what we're doing. So we got the tops and bottoms on. So you see how that red, it'll kind of blend in. Plus once the barn door's on, it covers up most of that anyways. So now we're just gonna work on the ups and the little, kind of like the struts, the little walls in between. So we'll cut those. They're approximately 5 inches, but some are 4 7/8. So we're gonna do one at a time, cut them on the table saw so they work out really good. And we got the fridge in here. So same thing. We'll cut a little bit of a bottom to go there to kind of match that. And then we'll do the same thing. Cut all these, get all those on. And then we'll see what we have for our, the rails to see if we have to order another kit, because that's quite a long distance for a barn door.
So see,
the whole thing has to be rail.
Shelves.
Yeah.
So this one can roll this way.
Yeah.
And then has to close, and then this one can roll
Yeah.
this way. So what I was thinking
So be
is
door open.
So it should only be this, so we should have no problem with that one.
Yeah.
And I guess the same thing goes for this one.
This one's gonna be
So
open because that's the wood box, and then door, open,
same thing, roll
door.
this way,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
roll that way.
Yeah, there's lots of.
So the barn door rails are typically at least that long. So
You think so?
Yeah.
All right.
Come
Well,
and
we'll
see.
see. We'll see.
Look.
Okay, now we're gonna show you this side without them because Mrs. Oster already put all these on. They're just set in place, but they are so tight fitting that they literally just went. But doesn't that look awesome, you guys? So we're trying to, see how the red kind of just flows and doesn't look like blood. I'm not disturbed at all. It is what it is, and most of the time, other than that, it stays open most of the time. And the doors sit on it, and it looks fine. It looks good. It all blends in perfect. So, and then we just got to do that guy, that guy, that guy, that guy, and that guy. So those went absolutely perfect. Yeah, it looks freaking awesome. Just the extra little finishing. You don't see the studs and stuff. Everything fit really nice and tight.
So we'll also
Had to notch that little guy out at the bottom there.
little shelves as well.
Look how the guy could have, what's that called? Scribe. If you scribed, and then you'd have like a little bit of in your trim, but that's not for us. We're not. We're not scribers. We're just like, okay, good.
Can you scribe me an explanation of what you're talking about?
You know what a scribe is?
I know, but I'm just being dumb.
Yeah, that is right. I'm just kidding.
You're dumb. Hey,
where's that dumb dog?
You're dumb.
Let's get some doors on there so we can put that dog in there and close the door.
Like this. Oh, and then
What?
we'll put.
What?
I think the Hogwarts castle needs to be in here.
The Hogwarts castle is the coolest. It is by far the coolest Lego set I've ever seen.
Hey, this is
I know I already showed you guys, but it is so cool. Like the back. Look at the little, because the sun's shining behind them. The little things. Oh, we didn't show you. Miss Asta put a lot of time in on this.
It's not done.
But it's not done. But look how much. So what goes on top? Something that sticks up because you can barely see the deer.
I know,
You have to put them on a platform. Oh yeah, yeah. Santa's just like, trying to get up the hill. Oh, it looks so cool. So how many more sets do you think you have to put on there? 4, 5?
Maybe 3 or 4.
That's it? Oh wow.
So every year I have to, but this gives me room to add.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm gonna make like a little ski hill scene here.
Oh, it
And
looks
then-
super
but
cool
look at
already.
This really epic set. Like if you ever
The Home
want
Alone.
a
This is
set
the Home
that
Alone
is,
set.
like really cool and intricate and like really fun to build. Here you go.
She really liked the Home Alone set.
And then this opens as well. But the only problem is it's a little tough to open.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, so cool.
And
there's
then-
like a little train
Ready?
track in
Ready?
there.
Remember from the movie?
Yeah.
Do 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 do.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
That is very intricate
And look at
as
the
well.
little chairs. It's kind of neat.
You should leave it open like that. Almost looks cooler open.
Well, no.
But yeah, super cool. Mrs. Asta's just like Lego crazy, but it looks so cool when it's all done. A whole Lego Christmas scene.
I mean, not everybody has this.
There's a little
I mean, there's some really cool sets out there. I'm not gonna lie.
snowplow.
But I can't wait to do the
That name again is Mr. Plow.
The upstairs is gonna be really cool once I get those
You guys didn't even see upstairs. There's a tree up there already. It's super decorated. The front you guys never seen. She spent so much time out front with some planters and stuff. We'll show you that in a bit.
Okay.
Hey guys, I just wanted to show you real quick. So this is our X-Tool D1 Pro. It's a 20 watt laser engraver. Mrs. Osta picked this up to do all sorts of stuff. Here's some of the stuff we've done. It's super cool. It cuts right into stainless steel like that. We did all sorts of different kind of logos and stuff. Turned out super rad. Yeah, so we're trying a ceramic mug to see how it works out. It looks freaking awesome. We tried it on wood. So basically you can engrave and you can also cut stuff out. So say if you had thinner wood, you could do a whole logo. You could do like key tags in certain types of plastic. You can engrave it and then you can set it and it will cut it out perfectly as well. It's really the sky is the limit for this thing. You find anything on the internet just as a JPEG or whatever and import it. It's super easy to set up as far as getting it running. Now it's kind of trial and error to see what sort of media works the best, but we'll see what this looks like when it's done. Okay, it just finished. So slide this sucker out of the way. Oh, it looks so cool. Okay, grab it, and then lots of times you have to clean it up with like a magic eraser. Oh, it looks super rad. Oh, you can see the hearts just barely.
Yeah. So the thing I guess to know, oh, you don't really have to clean it up, is that
awesome.
Anything that's kind of too light, it's not going to show up.
Oh yeah, you can't see it. It's not on the screen anymore. But so the middle grandma part was super light compared to.
So you can see it.
Oh, it's super rad. That turned out awesome. So we'll just pretend that that's not on there.
But
see, it's trial and error. So so if you had 50 of these, you know, you would have wasted one figuring it out, and then 49 would be good. So and then as you do it more too, you just know.
So black.
No light colors and stuff. Yeah.
And then the other thing is what did we do? The grayscale.
We turned the grayscale to make it darker, and we turned the sharpness up, and then we put the power at 100.
So it almost looks like it's engraved on it, like raised.
It's so weird. It's super cool.
So it cut into this shellac and kind of brought out the underneath color, which is kind of neat.
Yeah, super cool.
Yeah.
That turned out cool. So anyways, yeah, it's called the X-Tool D1 Pro. It's super cool setup, man. If you got time to kind of cruise around on the internet, you literally can take any picture on the internet and put it on any type of media.
So glass,
super rad.
ceramic.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah.
And like I said, it also cuts stuff out too. You could literally cut a puzzle out.
There's tons of stuff online.
Yeah, that's how we figured out mostly. If we ran into any kind of hiccup setting it up, we just watch YouTube video. Boom.
And I'm gonna post a link in the description.
Oh yeah, we'll post a link for it. Okay, now it looks like we didn't do anything today, but we did all that baseboard. Put fronts on all the cabinets. Finished off a little piece of baseboard here.
Put a little fridge in place.
Put a dumb little fridge.
The least amount of work right there. Cheeky but cake.
That'll be good. And then we're just gonna try to mount this TV right now. So, and we did those tiny little wood little fill-in pieces because there wasn't tiles cut to fit those. So those took like 40 minutes at least. They were such a pain in the butt. So anyways, yeah. So now we just gotta mount our rails and make our little barn doors.
You should put a rubber mat there where the wood goes.
Yeah, probably, because that'll get really chewed up. It'll get really smashed, even if you put them on the sides too. But whatever, if it gets banged up, no big deal.
Not a big deal. I'm just thinking.
Okay, so we'll go grab that TV and try to put it in here. So it's crazy with this fireplace when it's 35 blowout, because it has it draws from outside air. It's insane how frosted up this thing gets just from that outside air vent. So I just started the fire, so we'll check back in a little bit. Everything will be toasty warm and this will be all melted, but pretty nuts. Just means we need to burn this more when it's cold out.
Is this your favorite thing to do?
My probably least favorite thing to do. So we're doing these stair lights, and this took us a long time to figure out, because you're going to be looking up the stairs. You want them as perfectly lined up as possible, and then these ones.
So this one's not quite easy to do.
Because you have to cut in whole boxes, which is totally name.
What's our like slogan?
Slogan is we should want different
Rustic.
lights. So anyways, so I got everything traced out. So we're doing every second step because we don't have access to that top kick plate because it's buried. So it works out to exactly the same on the other chunk of stairs. So I got everything traced out. So I'm gonna drill my 4 holes in each one.
So you used a little template.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is probably not exactly what the experts would do, but this is what we figured. At least we got a laser.
Because we need a 2x4
to
mounted to the bottom of this.
make it
back
so it's
there.
rigid.
You'll see when we go back
Yeah,
there.
we'll do that.
I'll just start cutting this and then I'll show you from the back.
Okay, perfect. So you call those guide holes?
Yeah, sort of. I didn't do them close enough, so it's I'm gonna do some back there.
Jesus, my butt bounced off there.
Okay, so I got that far side in, all cut, all the boxes mounted, and then I got all my boxes marked and all the holes drilled, and I'll show you what it looks like from back here. Everything's nice and securely mounted there. So you had to use a 1-inch spacer to bring down to get the proper spacing. So now everything just has to get wired together, finish these guys, and then the second set, I don't know if you can see, 4 lights got to go up there, so that's going to be a bit of a pain. We'll have to move this freezer out of the way and hopefully get a little ladder, but so I'll finish cutting these guys in, mount all these boxes, and then I think that'll be it for today. But that was a solid couple hours of work. So yeah, it's going good. You went and got me to get a level, and there's one right there. Okay, first 2 wired. So the other day, remember I was showing you guys I was putting all these boxes in. So Mrs. Us is going to start wiring them all up. And then I'm going to work on getting these boxes in. I don't know if you guys can see here. In these steps here. I got six I think to put in. Hopefully not 8. I think 6. So I think I might have to get this freezer out of the way. And I'll have to get a ladder in here. But now I got to remember my little spacers. I think they were 1-inch spacers, so I gotta go cut a bunch more of those. So all right, so hopefully in a couple hours we'll be able to flick a switch and see what these lights look like. Okay, you ready?
This took me way too long.
It was very tough fitting all that wire in those little boxes. Okay, flick the switch.
I'm scared.
I'll just do it. Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen.
Better get edited.
Oh, wow. Okay, so those are perfect.
Don't go in there.
Check these guys. Rivers, he is excited. Wow, 100%.
Hundo!
Wow.
Go!
Okay, go shut the other garage light off and I'll shut this one off and then we'll see how it looks. Oh, it looks so cool. Wow. It looks freaking awesome. River.
Okay, there's
Shush.
one last thing you have to go do.
What?
Is turn it off from up there and make sure
Oh,
that
the three-way works, yeah. Okay, I'll go do that. That looks freaking awesome.
Looks good.
Hey, River.
All the complaining and all the heartache.
Yeah, it was a real pain in the arse. Okay, ready for the 3-way test? Oh my God, I hope this works. Worst come, if the 3-way is wrong, that's an easy fix.
Yeah.
We've got 3 ways wrong before. Okay, ready guys? Let's look back here. Oh, wow.
Wait. Nope.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, now. Oh, yes. I know.
River, what do you think? He's like, good work. Well, guys, this is going to be a shorter house build video than you're usually used to. But we kind of wanted to update you on the stuff that we're doing right now. We got the lights done in here. We got a lot of stuff done in the patio, the tile. We got the TV. I don't even know if did we show the TV? We didn't even show the TV yet.
It's a mess up.
So I'll show you what we're talking about. Okay, don't mind the mess. So 65 is kind of big for this area. But that's not a big deal. We have it mounted as high as we can on this bracket. We put the bracket as high as we could, and I wish it was up a good 6 inches. Like, I wish it was more centered in that space. So I don't know what to do. If a guy can try to modify that bracket, but mounting another bracket's not going to work because, well, I shouldn't say it's not going to work, but it just, the space was tiled in for that exact bracket. So it's we're kind of locked to that bracket. But if there's a chance of, yeah, I got it at the very top hole, so that lifts the TV as much as possible.
So maybe longer brackets?
Yeah, I don't know if they make such a thing. And you'd have to find out what make that bracket was, because, you know what I mean? Because every bracket is different. But if a guy could modify it, like, you know, put on extra few inches. But yeah, it would definitely be nice. Like, it's not the end of the world if this is how it's going to be. But especially when we put those timbers up top, if we're talking about it. Yeah, we're going to put 12-inch timbers and be perfect. But anyways, Mrs. Osta hates it. And I'm like, whatever. The only thing is this mantle becomes sort of useless. But really, the only reason it's here, you need a non-combustible mantle to keep the heat off the TV, or you'd fry your TV. So the heat will come up the wall and bounce away. I guess it does enough where your TV's fine. So yeah. So now we're just gonna, we ordered those brackets, so that's gonna probably take a week or two. So that's why we're gonna kind of end it here for our house build video. And when we pick up again, all the decorations will be done.
Show the last decorations.
Yeah. Hey.
Okay. So far, I got this, except for I need to plug in for my Christmas tree, so I won't do that. Alright, I got this done. Not done yet, but I'm almost getting closer.